All right, folks, we're out here with Jason and Drew from the boys of Jarrod's place. We're out here at the local pro downhill trail entrance. So from that medium-sized tree there, we're going down to that log. I think we'll go like that kind of width and then down to 20-ish through the woods. So this will be like the funnel. So I think our game plan is going to be we're going to run some sawzalls, pile up our small sticks, and then use the big boy chainsaw to cut it up and move it across. Hopefully we can find some good pockets to hide these trees and make it look nice. So we're gonna do that. Hey y'all, this is Drew with the boys of Jarrod's place. What you're seeing here is the beginning works of the upper section of the downhill trail that we're creating at Jarrod's place. We're making this track for the Go Nuts downhill event that will be hosted on November 24th, 2023. So be sure to come check out if you're local to the area. This track's going to be crazy. It's super wide. There's going to be lots of line choices that develop. And we're going to see a lot of action from the riders on this course. So here me and Jason are clearing the woods using sawzalls, loppers, and the chainsaw when needed to clear the path that we've marked out for the downhill trail. I'd say we about doubled what we did yesterday. Nice and wide. Our stick pile's pretty big. If you've somehow found yourself onto this page and you're not our podcast listener, be sure to check us out on all major platforms at the Boys of Jarrod's Place. But this is going to be a mini series before the race drops, so be sure to look for us every Thursday.
So day 3, working on the new downhill track. You guys have seen Drew and Jason up top clearing that top section. And while that's been going on, I've been down working on the lower half. Probably about a third of the way down now. Do a little catch up real quick. So we'll come in up there a ways, and then we're getting back down into some features down here. Stays pretty raw, but got a big catch berm going yesterday, seeing the build laps, and then an optional drop to flat or a roll down on some rocks. It's kind of like a stair set. It's about 1.5 foot stairs. Got that rolling yesterday, and then the landing's pretty off camber if you do huck it.
There, Blair was blowing the leaves off of the trail, and now we're getting into the tunnel. The tunnel is going to be about 20 to 25 feet wide, and the funnel is sitting around like 50 feet wide. So that's how big this trail is looking. This section we've run into a lot of muscadine vines, and it's really slowed down the work because you had to top the trees, cut the vines, and then move the branches or whatever's left. So a lot of work going on here. Got a end of day 3 update on the downhill trail. Today we got 2/3 of the boys of Jarrod's place, and we started about at that leaf line, worked our way down. You can see our other progress, and we've made it really a far distance. Blair has charged ahead. I'm back here cleaning up, and cleaning up today involves muscadine vines. And these things are a handful to work with. So we have this corner coming in. We got this big stump in the middle. I think the main red line is probably going to come through here, go wide and down, but there's also this optional line that I think will be pretty cool once it develops. So we got the inside on the right of the stump. It will be a pretty quick shoot or a drop or whatever you want to do. We're gonna widen this some more and probably use the muscadine vines as our roots, because we don't have very many big trees with good root systems. So we'll experiment with that on the clearing phase. Definitely need it out here. Sliding around.
Oh yeah, it's loose.
Don't you got this Solomon's though?
Yeah, dude, but the rocks and then the leaves, so like you step on a rock and it feels solid, you put your weight on it, it just slides out from under you.
Yep.
Yeah, and half the things you can't even see because it's covered up down here. But.
All right, Blair, so what have you thought about working on the downhill trail?
It's fun. You know I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's tough. I probably on Monday we'll swap out and I'll clear the piles and you'll cut ahead, because I know clearing the piles is way harder.
Yeah. Could you tell by our sweat differential today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yours is more like consistent tossing. Mine is just like moving, dropping, and trying to work it around.
Yeah.
The only thing that's hard on the trees is when you get a big one wrapped in the muscadine vines. You got to try to get it down out of that.
Yeah.
Like it's a mess.
That's great.
No.
So hopefully we'll have Sam back out here at some point. Sam Ricks, he's helping us with consulting on the downhill track. I guess we'll see if it's wide enough for his taste. He's a big downhill guy.
I'm going wide down here. It's harder down in here.
I like the following the tape and you just charge along and we can widen as we go.
Yeah, it's hard to get, like some of the areas are hard to get into trees when you're first dropping them. You have to drop trees, get trees out of the way, and then get back in there to try to get to the other stuff and clear, because it's so thick in here in some places.
Oh yeah, way too thick. Got 3 C's on this thickness.
It's thick.
Well.
All right, so we're back after lunch. Start again from this rock drop here, coming through. So we'll come down, raw through here, and just a little bit of a step up, kind of like a fly out, roughly 25 feet. I have a little drain coming through here down in the creek. And it's not much of a step up. The lip's super duper mellow and the landing's basically flat, but it should allow for someone to keep speed, kind of scrub it or pull if they're going slow, to clear the jump. So I've got these 3 pieces of log here, and what I'm thinking is kind of doing like a stair set with the logs, that you could potentially, you know, have top log kind of up here, make it almost like a 6-foot drop. And there's a little bit of backside on this other side of the service road that you could maybe jump across down into, or roll down and kind of plunk, 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 you know, have a G out if you're just dropping it onto the road. So that's the plan here. We'll get that going this afternoon, and then we'll be back on through the woods. See you in a bit.
We're over here at the exit of the downhill trail, and we're just looking at making some extra cuts to widen the trail some more. Jason and I were eyeing up this inside line through here just to keep the theme of wide line choice going, even at the end. So we're gonna get that cut, but this will basically be our first update video on YouTube, so let us know if the video length is alright, what you'd like to see next time. If you'd like to see more of Jason, just let us know. We'll get him on there. So leave us some comments what you think, and we'll show you the entire course preview possibly next week. I can't promise that, but we could definitely check it out. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, yep.
Are you making, is this the vlog?